Dawn of democracy, the Athenian experiment, ancient Greece, a land of myths and legends, a land of philosophers and warriors. It was here, on the shores of the Aegean Sea, that a radical idea took root: democracy. Imagine a society where ordinary citizens could directly participate in government. This was the revolutionary concept that blossomed in Athens. Before democracy, Athens was ruled by kings. Power was concentrated in the hands of a few. But around the 6th century BC, reforms began to dismantle this old order. These reforms, spearheaded by Solon and Cleisthenes, paved the way for a radical system of government. The Athenian democracy, while not without its flaws, was a remarkable achievement. It was a testament to the power of collective decision-making. This nascent democracy faced numerous challenges. It would be tested by war, internal strife, and the allure of tyranny. At the heart of Athenian democracy were three key institutions: the Assembly, the Council of 500, and the People's Court. Each played a vital role in the functioning of this early democracy. The Assembly was the most direct expression of Athenian democracy. Imagine a vast open space, the Pnyx, filled with thousands of Athenian citizens. This was the Assembly, where any citizen could speak their mind and vote on matters of state. Every citizen, rich or poor, had an equal voice. The Council of 500 was responsible for the day-to-day running of Athens. It was composed of 500 citizens chosen by lot from the 10 Athenian tribes. The People's Court was the judicial arm of Athenian democracy. Juries were massive, often consisting of hundreds of citizens. They would hear cases and deliver verdicts, their decisions final. These three pillars, Assembly, Council, and Court, formed the bedrock of Athenian democracy. The Athenian democracy was not a static system. It evolved over time, shaped by the efforts of reformers like Solon, Cleisthenes, and Pericles. Solon, a wise lawmaker, is credited with laying the groundwork for democracy in Athens. He abolished debt slavery and established a system of social classes based on wealth, opening up political participation to a wider segment of society. Cleisthenes, often hailed as the father of Athenian democracy, introduced further reforms in the late 6th century BC. He reorganized Athenian society into 10 new tribes, breaking the hold of the old aristocratic families. Pericles, a charismatic statesman, led Athens during its golden age in the 5th century BC. He strengthened democracy by introducing pay for public service, allowing ordinary citizens to participate in government. These reforms, spanning over a century, transformed Athenian society and solidified the principles of democratic rule. Section 4. The Peloponnesian War, shaking the foundations of democracy. The Peloponnesian War, a protracted conflict between Athens and Sparta, cast a long shadow over Athenian democracy. This devastating war, lasting for nearly 3 decades, tested the limits of Athenian democracy. Internal factions arose, and the Athenian people, gripped by fear and uncertainty, made rash decisions. The Athenian Assembly, once a beacon of reasoned debate, became susceptible to demagoguery. The trial and execution of Socrates, condemned for corrupting the youth, highlighted the fragility of free speech in times of war. The Peloponnesian War ultimately ended in defeat for Athens. It marked the beginning of the decline of Athenian power and the weakening of its democratic institutions. The war served as a stark reminder that even the most robust democracies are not immune to the pressures of war and internal strife. Section 5. Echoes of Athens' democracy's legacy in Roman times. The fall of Athens did not mark the end of democracy in the ancient world. The Romans, who conquered Greece in the 2nd century BC, adopted and adapted elements of Athenian democracy to suit their own system of government. The Roman Republic, though not a direct democracy like Athens, incorporated democratic principles into its complex political structure. The Roman Senate, a body of elder statesmen, held significant power. It debated and passed laws much like the Athenian Assembly. The Roman system of government, with its checks and balances and emphasis on civic participation, drew inspiration from the Athenian model. Even after the Roman Republic gave way to the Roman Empire, the legacy of Athenian democracy continued to resonate. Roman law, with its emphasis on justice and due process, bore the imprint of Athenian legal principles. The Athenian experiment in democracy, though short-lived, had a profound and lasting impact on the development of Western civilization. Section 6. Rebirth and Revolution. Greece's struggle for modern democracy. Centuries passed, the Roman Empire crumbled. Greece was ruled by foreign powers, but the spirit of democracy, once kindled in Athens, was never extinguished. In the 19th century, the Greek people, inspired by their ancient heritage, rose up against Ottoman rule. Their struggle for independence, a bloody but ultimately successful revolution, captured the imagination of the world. The Greeks, heirs to a long-dormant legacy of democracy, were once again fighting for self-determination. The establishment of modern Greece in 1832 marked a new chapter in the country's long and tumultuous history. Greece, once the cradle of democracy, was now a fledgling nation-state, eager to reclaim its place on the world stage. But the path to democracy was not easy. Greece would face numerous challenges in the centuries to come, including political instability, economic crises, and authoritarian regimes. Greece today and the legacy of its past. Today, Greece stands as a modern democracy, a member of the European Union. It has weathered many storms, its democratic institutions enduring despite periods of turmoil. The legacy of ancient Athens is evident in modern Greece. The concept of popular sovereignty remains a cornerstone of Greek political thought. Greece's journey from ancient times to the present day is a testament to the enduring power of democracy. As Greece looks to the future, it can draw strength and inspiration from its ancient past. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more insightful content on history and democracy.